The Monsters Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the Monsters Playbook, a real play Monster of the Week podcast where we all come together every other week to have a sad time. Fun. I mean a fun time. What did I say? You know what I mean. This week on the cover story, they've managed to fend off 2 monstrous elementals, but whoever is controlling them is still out there. The team rushes to find a place to hide out, but their sanctuary quickly becomes a battleground. As an added bonus, the truth about what the Order of the Black Rose has been up to finally begins to come to light. Big things are coming for our hunters. Let's find out if they're ready for them.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira and Anna Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
I'm Johnny, and I play literally everybody else, so here we go. So if I'm understanding this correctly, we've got Casey and Tessa on their own, Kira, Tommy, Nick, Jamie, Mark, and Anna, and then Theo and Jacob on their own.
Pretty much Casey and Tessa are on their own, and then everybody else
is at Kira's house. Kira's currently trapped in the car.
Yeah, and Casey was on her way to her apartment until Tessa reminded her that we got somewhere to be. Which, I'm kind of wondering, where are we supposed to meet Jeremy Stroud? Because, there was no clear message. I'm thinking either Starbucks or his house.
Well, you'd likely be meeting him at his office.
Do I know where that is? Does Tessa know where that is?
You would know where it is. You probably would have, you would have learned about it when you were doing all your research on the Stroud family a year or so ago.
Yeah, who do you want to start with, Casey or with the rest of us?
Let's start with the rest of you.
Well, Kira's in a car.
Theo and Mark are outside, and Anna, and Donovan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Nick.
Yeah, and Tommy, because he was running out too. Yeah, I think Anna physically felt it when the snow kind of crushed the car. And then I think she's points at the car and she's like, "Is Kira in there?" And looks around and kind of looks at Theo.
I don't know.
God damn it.
I think Mark's going to reach out telepathically there. Are you all right?
Yeah. Just, a little winded.
We'll get you out of there.
Get me out. Thanks.
Where is she, Mark?
She's in the car. They got crushed.
Oh, here. My bad. Theo's gonna try and do the reverse and blow the snow off of the car.
Roll it.
Would it be use magic or the not my fault dealing with the consequences?
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
Probably should have asked for the other because the other's better, but oh well. Okay. 7.
Pick a glitch.
I'm gonna say there's a problematic side effect.
So you got a car crushed with tons of snow, and you want to blow the snow off of the car.
Yeah, an intense leaf blower for snow.
Mm-hmm.
Or a snow blower.
Kind of. Snow blower.
If only there was a
work
word.
Differently.
It's like a ski, but there's only one of them, and you go down sideways on it. Yeah, it's just gonna take the car too. Just throw it off.
Oh no!
Good lord! Where does the car go?
I think it's going to fully slide and slam and be continually pushed by this force of wind against the garage door of your across the street neighbor. Up on its side.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Are you trying to kill her?
I'm trying to help. And Theo takes off running to the car.
Anna's going there too to fucking this
Honestly,
thing is on its side. Yeah.
So is Jacob, and maybe so is Tommy. So I think Tommy's gonna get there first, and he's gonna bound up to the top and press his feet against the garage and try to shove the car.
Oh, you want me to roll?
I do want you to roll. Would you roll act under pressure on his behalf?
That's a 12 advanced move.
Hot damn. Yeah, it's very sexy. He runs up and just pushes some grunting, and then manages to like slam this thing down and then also hold it down, even though the wind is dying down now. Mm-hmm. So now, congratulations. The snow is off the roof of this car.
All right. Well, then, yeah, Kira will like come out of the car.
Would you have to kind of like
climb out of it? Like Dukes of Hazzard style?
Yeah, Tommy will tear off the door.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to like army crawl out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. I think Kira will like get up out of probably like wiping snow off her. And yeah, I think she'll just like, like shivering, like cut off against Tommy. I'm fine. It's just a little winded.
I just snap my fingers and there's like a little like campfire in front of him.
Oh.
Tommy goes, handy.
I think Mark just goes,
Can Theo use magic?
Yes, she can.
Okay, I want to heal Kira. And specifically, I want to use the Smite Sting from the Hex to heal them 3 harm.
Okay.
10.
You were very lucky. On which person?
On Kira.
Okay. Yeah, so when Theo and you walk up, Tommy will kind of hold her a little closer, like, what are you doing?
I just want to help.
Tommy will look at you, Kira.
Yeah, it's fine. What? And I think Kira will like look up at Tommy like, I'm okay.
I mean, worth noting, the move does say it's exceptionally painful.
But is that to who? To me or to the person?
To the person.
All right. I think whatever or however Kira is like hurt, I think Theo will say like, this might hurt a bit, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Can't beat getting a couple tons of snow on you.
I guess Theo will just like lay wherever is hurt on Kira. And I kind of like the idea. You can tell me, Johnny, if no, but like Theo's fingers slightly go into Kira to heal her. So maybe that's a part that hurts about it. I don't know.
Like, there's a couple of parts that hurt. I think that for sure, the like going in and making contact, because what I think has kind of happened is a number of Kira's like bones and muscles are like impacted. You are basically literally going in and like blowing them back up. And so there's just a lot of energy and force just flowing and being thrust into your tissue. I will require you to roll act under pressure in order to not scream.
Okay.
oh boy.
Can I help out? Probably not.
You have done enough.
It's a 10.
Okay. Yep. You just kind of grit your teeth. You're used to this.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost done.
Is that new?
Yeah, I've been kind of experimenting with mixing my magic and medical knowledge. So I'm able to target the areas that were injured with my magic instead of just kind of a blanket over what I assume might be hurt.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it takes a certain kind of interest.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry again.
You didn't know. It's fine. Where did I think Kira like looks around. She's like, where did Casey and Tessa go?
They left.
Yeah, I think Anna, who probably still looks like Tessa actually, is maybe just transforming back into like herself and is like, yeah, I was distracting those things and then she ran away with Tessa to keep her safe. Not sure where they were headed, but she did say that we could maybe regroup at her apartment later. I just said we'd get in touch.
It's probably no big deal.
Yeah. And I think Kira will actually like look at her like watch her phone or something and be like, oh shit, it's like almost 4:45. Casey said that she was supposed to meet Jeremy Stroud then.
Supposed to be too?
Jeremy Stroud? Faces had told her to meet him. He might know what's going on with this Tessa situation.
Does Stroud ring any bells for Theo?
Roll push sharp.
10.
Yeah, I mean, you know Strouds and Shrouds for sure. Have we brought up Strouds and Shrouds yet so far in season 2?
I don't think so. I know you mentioned it in the season 1 recap, but I don't think so far.
Hysterical. So for the listeners, Strouds and Shrouds is at first thought to have been legend about the real estate Stroud family, that each time one of their number dies, they are guaranteed to become a ghost unless they are put in some specialized shrouds in their funeral. And Theo, I think it's not your family, but one of the families in the Maggio actually makes those shrouds.
Yeah, so I think Kira says that. And I think Kira will take out her phone and actually try to call Casey.
All right, Casey, your phone rings.
Hey, how are things at the house? Are you okay?
Yeah, we dealt with those archfiends. I think they shouldn't be bothering us anymore. There was some sort of charm that was compelling them to come after Tessa, I think. But I destroyed it, so she should be safe-ish. Are you guys headed to see Jeremy Stroud, or what are you guys going to do?
Yeah, we are now. I was headed to my apartment to get Tessa somewhere safe. I have some protection there against different types of monsters. But yeah, now we are headed towards Jeremy Stroud's office. Time got away from us. But wait, you said you destroyed what?
So those elemental things, they're called archfiends. They can only really usually be controlled by an elementomancer, somebody who can basically bind them to their service and get them to do things for them. I think I know the one that was doing that, the elementomancer, but there is a charm that I found in the car that I destroyed. As soon as we cut that charm up, they went away. So they're kind of just mindless creatures. They normally don't act on people's orders.
Okay. 'Cause something weird happened to Tessa. Like, she's fine. Something had been looking at her, but it isn't anymore.
I'm guessing it was related to that. They probably were able to track her.
Can you describe this talisman or these charms?
Well, there was a feather, and there was a piece of charcoal, and then there was a shoelace, and they were all kind of tied together. I assumed that the charcoal was representative of the archfiend of fire, and the air archfiend is probably the feather. The shoelace might be Tessa's, if I had to guess.
That's weird. What would that charm do for Tessa? Why have one for her?
Can I maybe like roll investigate a mystery or read a bad situation to see like how that charm works, really?
Yep.
Can I do help out?
Sure.
What do you want me to roll?
I want you to roll investigate a mystery.
Roll a 12. Advanced move.
I rolled an 11, so that makes it a 12 advanced move.
Twam. So the thread would have come from this elementomancer. The charcoal would have been for the fire one.
Yep.
The feather would have been for the wind one.
Huh.
And then the shoelace would have basically bound them to seek, and also
It's like their quarry, kind of.
given them sort of a laser focus on where she was, because that shoelace had indeed belonged to Tessa.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think Casey's kind of just gonna ask Tessa, has any of your stuff like been missing or taken or stolen? Has anyone had access to any of your stuff besides Sigma?
It was like described as a teenager's shoelace too, so they might have had this for a while.
Yeah, I mean, everything that I've had with me.
Okay.
Question: Do I have like 2 questions then, or a couple questions I can ask about the?
I may not answer them.
Okay. Would so the charm, like I know that the elementomancer who made this charm was Vanya. Would there be a way to like reverse engineer this charm to like find where she is?
Ooh.
Because doesn't Theo have something sympathetic
Yeah, she
token?
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Kira, you wouldn't know how to do it, but between Theo and Jacob, they might.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Casey's gonna say to Kira,
We're going to head over to Jeremy Stroud's office. Is anybody hurt?
I think Kira kind of looks around, and I think the only person that really looks any injured is Anna. She'll be like, No. We're mostly okay. A little scuffed up, but we should be fine.
If you feel up for it, I'd feel more comfortable if we head back up.
Yeah, for sure.
Casey will give Kira, like, I guess the address.
Okay.
Don't come in, but don't call me either. Just, use the Mark phone. If you need to get a hold of me, use him.
The Mark phone.
I'm gonna start charging for that.
Okay. See you soon.
Bye!
How far away is the Jeremy's office from where we are?
It's kind of just in town.
Okay. Well, then I think Kira will tell everybody kind of what she and Casey had said to each other. And then I do think Kira would heal Anna.
Theo would help if you need it.
Nah, she's got this.
Is Mark okay?
How much harm do you have, Mark?
Mark.
I have 1 harm. I'm doing okay.
I think if Kira wants to heal Anna, can Theo stealthily heal Mark?
Stealthily?
With this might sting, I don't know.
No, I'm not using that. I'm just using magic. I just want to do it discreetly.
Why?
Well, Mark and Theo, they haven't necessarily, made up or talked. And
Well, you can use magic to see how well you can heal him, and then you can roll act under pressure to do it superstitiously.
okay.
Just turn around and grab your hand. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to roll for Kira to heal Anna. Okay, that's a 9 for Kira to heal Anna. Kira will heal Anna for 2.
It's 1-to-1. Will Anna allow that?
I think she probably would protest and be like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. Do you need me to roll manipulate someone?
I would like you to roll manipulate someone.
Okay. It's an 8 to manipulate someone. I do think Anna would be it's fine. But Kira would be like, this is a new body. You don't know what you're doing yet.
Aww.
You got to keep you safe too. And I think Anna will relent and she'd be like, fine.
Okay. Sisters. Theo?
So I rolled use magic, and I got a 7.
Sure did.
But I'm gonna use the ancient magics to negate the glitch.
Okay.
Which I guess after that, you said to act under pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did roll a 7, but with that -1 from ancient magic, it's a 6.
So he totally knows.
Yeah, or at least somebody knows. Not harm. I don't take harm. I take
I
experience.
take emotional harm.
I take emotional harm. Yes.
Hang on. Where is the ancient magics from?
It's from the Exile.
Okay.
When use magic 7 to 9 result, you can opt not to choose a glitch, instead taking -1 forward.
Okay. Mark, Theo's healing you.
Does it hurt?
Not this kind.
I think Mark turns around. What are you doing?
Would you believe me if I said nothing?
Hard no.
I'm just healing you. No big deal.
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
Really?
This is awkward.
Said
Jacob.
You've been really quiet.
We can talk about it later.
Well, I need to know, are we cool?
Yeah, we're fine.
He says thanks, and then just awkwardly is like, okay, and just kind of walks away.
You do heal 1 harm, John.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna probably head to the office. Does anybody else want to join?
I'll go.
I think Theo's gonna look at Jacob.
I turn around and be like, Theo, are you coming?
Yeah, I would love to come. Let me...
All right, let's go. And I think Mark comes over and grabs her wrist and be like, come on.
Hold on, Mark. And I think Theo's gonna, pull her wrist out of her hand.
What? What's going on?
What? I can't just, ditch my brother.
Hello.
Right,
I
sorry.
don't know if you remember, Mark, because you were high.
I was.
It was a great time.
Said Anna talking.
Yeah.
But if I need to make the introduction again, this is Jacob, my brother.
Sorry, Jacob. Hey. Sorry, you guys can go. I'm gonna go to the office.
Are you coming, Theo? Or are you? We'll give you a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I kind of need to talk to him real quick.
I just tell Anna, come on, let's go.
If you want to just go, like, I can totally get a ride with Kira.
Is this what you get up to in Minnesota?
Not usually. It's kind of been a recent thing. What?
It seemed like you were trying to live a normal life, like me.
I am. It's just kind of complicated right now. I mean, what's with you and Nick Sparks? December Beast? Ring a bell?
Why don't you let me know when you're done here? I'll be at home.
Okay.
He will extremely awkwardly go back to his car and drive away.
I think as he's like walking back, Kira would kind of like wave, like nice meeting you. Awkward circumstances, I know. Okay, I think Kira will talk to Tommy.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna head over to deal with this whole situation with Jeremy Stroud. I don't really know what's going on there, but I do still want to break into the building. There's a building called Ability, a company called Ability. I'm thinking maybe that would be a good place to break into. Do you think maybe you want to like drive ahead and scope it out and see what you can find out?
Sure.
Okay. Your mom seems really nice.
Yeah, she's great.
How long is she going to stay in town for?
He kind of looks over to the house and just is like, I don't know. There's a lot to figure out.
Okay. Well, I want to hear more about that. I'll see you in a little bit.
Sure.
I think Kira actually, before she says goodbye, should say, did you bring suits? Because that was apparently how we would sneak in, would be by dressing like corporate, corporate people.
We've always got suits in the Trans Am.
Oh, well, how come I've never seen any of these?
I know what you're doing. Bonk. I think because Nick and Jamie are still there, Tommy will actually wolf out and bound away towards Ability.
Not with them?
No, you told him to sniff it out. He's going to check it out
I meant with
alone.
like his mom and with Nick if he wanted to stay with him.
He's not going to bring his mom into this.
Well, she came anyways when I said we were going to break in. You're like, the Sparks family rides again.
Also, like, didn't you say that, like, Jamie didn't really know that Tommy was a werewolf and that Theo slightly outed him?
Did we determine if she knows or not?
I don't think you did.
So they're not going. They're just still at my house.
Yeah, they're still going to be at your house, but he's going to go off on his own.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean for him to go by himself, but well, fuck. There's still 2 Sparks people in my house.
Maybe Donovan can entertain them.
It's great with house guests. Kira will go over to Nick and Jamie, kind of get them up to speed and be like, Casey's dealing with a situation and wants some backup, so I'm going to go help her out. But Tommy's actually gone ahead to scope out one of Nathaniel Rose's businesses.
I think Jamie's going to go, he took the car?
Oh, no. Kira's like, he got a ride.
From who? He probably took your motorcycle. Right, Kira?
Yes. Donovan's motorcycle. I don't own one.
Yeah, he's got...
Wait, what?
I also think Donovan is maybe like, yes. The motorcycle that I have.
Yep. He's a big motorcycle guy.
The things we do for our children.
Oh.
Hope-dee.
Don't call him that.
If Anna gets to call Casey Case.
That's not nearly as bad as calling
D.
Donovan D. Just no.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I've clearly.
I could make it a you problem.
Yeah, okay, so she says that, and Kira's like, fuck. I think she realizes there's some
Kira,
shit
roll
going on.
manipulate someone.
Oh, 7?
Oh boy.
I think suspicious. Jamie Sparks spins to look at Donovan and says, "What kind of motorcycle?" He looks
It's one of those old
urgently
ones.
at you.
Yeah, it's one of those, like old.
She holds up a hand. I'm asking him.
Would he have seen
Can
on
Kira
that video?
communicate telepathically with Donovan?
Hold on. would
John,
he
we're
have
outside.
seen? I know, but I'm asking this because Donovan was watching that Beatles video. Would there have been a motorcycle in the video or something that he like would have got a name off of?
That's a good question.
I don't know if there ever would have been like I feel like we would have been watching some type of music video on YouTube or something.
Okay. He
Like I don't know if there'd be a Harley, but like
of course it would not be. Not him.
No.
It's an old-fashioned one.
He blinks and he goes, "It's a 1966 Triumph Bonneville T120 TT."
I think Kira looks at Donovan like, where'd you pull that from?
Old-fashioned, I know, and unnecessary, but what can I say? I have an eye for style.
Is this true?
He does have an eye for style.
Yeah.
Is Donovan sweating at this point? He's just like
Donovan
No.
doesn't sweat.
Yeah. Clay doesn't sweat.
Did we learn something new about our characters today?
Donovan is a reptile.
Donovan is like one of the most composed people you'll ever meet. So after Donovan says that, I think Kira will just be like, "Yep, you heard him. Heard it here, folks." So that being said, did you guys want to do you want to come with us, or do you want to stick here? I think Kira kind of looks to Nick like, "Help me."
What do you want them to do, Kira?
I don't know. I don't think I want them to go to Tommy now because I feel like his mom doesn't know that she's a werewolf. And if she goes there, then she's going to realize he didn't drive the motorcycle and then it's a lie and then we're in a lie trap and that sounds bad.
You poor kid.
So I guess head there with us, but to the office if they want to come with, or we can catch up with them later maybe.
Let's get dinner later, you know?
Yeah, I'd be down for some food.
Are you okay?
Who says that?
Nick.
Yes, I am great.
Seems like we're kind of in the middle of something. I'd like to clear that up before we start thinking about grabbing apps.
I thought you said grab an ass at
I
first.
know. I was like, grab an ass. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Why don't you guys come with us to Jeremy's office? I think we're gonna just be posted outside for the most part in case he needs backup. But we can go deal with that first.
So awkward. Jeremy Stroud, isn't he the real estate guy? And Nick goes, "Yeah, with the ghost family thing. Yeah. Okay." And she'll look at you and be like, "And they have an appointment."
That girl, Tessa, might be some sort of more going on. He might have some information, so we're just trying to figure everything out. You know, vet things.
So wherever you go, Jeremy wants to sit by you, Kira.
Oh no!
Oh, cute.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'd love to catch up. Let's head there right now. Everybody's going there except for Tommy, basically, and then Jacob, who went back.
And Donovan, who's fully happy to remain at home. He will, I think he will try to like get you just alone for just a second before you leave, Kira, and be like, "At some point it would be nice to know why I lied about having a motorcycle."
I don't think his mom knows that he's a werewolf, and he just kind of took off in werewolf form, and so I think she thinks that he drove. I don't know. The motorcycle just came out.
Well,
Should I have not have? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
you'll have to know sooner or later, Kira.
Well, that's not really my thing to tell.
You've made it your thing by twisting yourself in this lie. Just be careful.
Yeah. What were you talking with Mark about earlier? I saw you guys chatting it up.
Your friend Mark Clayton is very interesting indeed.
Well, yeah. You seem like you were listening to music or something.
You listen to music?
I've been alive for a long time. I find culture very... There are memories in music.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking to you about this right now. You have something to do.
Yeah, I think Kira kind of looks a little defeated. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. Some other time. Yeah, be safe. I'm sorry about the motorcycle thing. And she'll give Donovan like an awkward hug and then leave.
He'll give you back just as awkward a hug.
Mm-hmm.
So who's driving?
Well, does Kira have a new car yet, or does she still have a fucking rental? It's been a while.
Well...
It's been since we fought the drum the very first time. The very first episode of the season.
Well, here's the question.
Yeah.
And what I want you to do is roll plus sharp to see how well you've been navigating the insurance reimbursement process.
Oh my god.
12.
Nice. Yeah, you have a new car.
Okay.
Of equal or lesser value. No, of commensurate value to the car that you lost.
Yeah. I think she just has like a mid-size SUV. It's got some room.
Has it have room for 6 people?
I think she's got like a Hyundai Santa Fe. So she can bring 5 people.
What color?
Her favorite color, red. So she can drive and take 4 others. Who's all coming? So me, Anna, Nick, Jamie, Theo, Mark. So 6 of us. So we have to split up into 2 probably. I could take the Sparks if somebody else wanted to take.
What did Mark drive? Did Mark drive a motorcycle?
I drove a motorcycle.
In the fucking snow? Okay.
Mark could just go solo.
Oh, true. We could be packed in my little Santa Fe, and then everybody else could, or the Mark could just drive on his motorcycle.
And where's Theo?
She'd be in the Santa Fe with me. Unless you wanted to ride with Theo.
I think I would hop on my motorcycle, just like watch as you guys like get in and be like, you want to come?
Are you gonna be okay, like, on a motorcycle in the snow?
I think Mark looks at his motorcycle, looks at you. Vroom.
I think that Theo looks at Kira like, what should I do?
I think Kira like tries to like discreetly without Mark looking and be like, go for it.
Oh no. Sure. Do you have an extra helmet?
Here, have mine.
Oh. Okay. And Theo will get on the back of your motorcycle.
Cute.
Ready when you guys are.
And Kira will head out to the office. Just driving with the Sparks and Anna.
I think before Mark like leaves, he pulls out of his pocket these other little goggles with black rings. Like just little it's like a leather wrapped glasses with these little black glass circles. Puts them on and then I'm following.
I will say, Mark, I would have made sure to have told you that once we get to the office to like reach out to Casey to telepathically just to see what the situation's going on, if she wants anybody to come in, and just kind of keep tabs on the situation as we're going.
Okay.
So that we don't have to, we can be stealthy about it.
Okay.
And then, head to the office and park not like directly in front, like park somewhere kind of discreetly so we're not tipping off that we're here.
Okay, roll act under pressure for driving.
Also, I feel like my motorcycle would be loud, so I cut the engine as we pull up and I just kind of like walk it back behind your car.
Mark, also roll act under pressure for driving.
So that is a 12 advanced move for Kira.
Damn.
You said act under pressure.
Mm-hmm. Why do you ask?
It's gonna be a 5.
Oh no!
I mean, I'm driving in snow.
I can't help out with that, huh? That's not gonna do the thing.
I think Mark is nervous.
It won't make it not a miss, but I want you to try to help out.
I just skid into the parking lot.
I rolled a 9 for help out.
Okay. So this is 6 and you're in danger. So 2 things. Mark and Theo, you get lost.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Mark, I don't see Kira and the others.
No, we're fine. Yeah, see, there's that pole over there. I know where we're going.
Pole?
Mark.
Meanwhile, Kira, you don't notice that this happening because you are getting questions from Jamie Sparks.
Aww.
Damn it. Oh god, okay.
So you're a journalist.
Yeah, Yeah, I've worked at the Daily Tuba for, oh God, it's been like 8 years, I think. 9 years? I don't know.
She flaps open your glove compartment and pulls out a gun and is like, do you all carry 9mm?
Question. She knows like what her sons do, right? Like, because she was on the phone when I was talking about like breaking into Nathaniel's business and stuff.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop her giving you shit.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear. Okay, I have no idea. I think only a few of us probably carry, but this line of work, you can never be too careful.
And your spooky biker dad, what's his story?
Oh, Donovan, sort of a mentor of mine growing up. We only really recently reconnected. He's great. And I think Anna from the backseat would be like, yeah, great.
Casey, that's happening. You and Tessa are pulling up and everybody else is on their way.
Not that I'm saying it's gonna go bad, but do you have a gun just in case?
I understand it's been a long time, Casey, but come on.
Can you just...
Oh my God, okay.
I just want to know you're okay if something happens, if we get separated for some reason. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's a little snub-nosed 38.
I guess follow my lead.
We'll manipulate someone.
12.
Okay.
Backup will be here if we need it, so let's get this over with. See what he finds out and knows. Casey will lead the way in. I think constantly kind of just checking, looking around, kind of head just like on a swivel, scanning constantly.
Why don't you go ahead and just like roll read a bad situation.
11.
Okay. So to give you a sort of way in here that like you'll be walking through a kind of lobby that's like, it's kind of one of those like co-working space type lobbies. There's a pair of security guards off to the right as you walk in, and then it spins, and there's stairs that will go up to the skyway level, and then over here there's a bank of elevators that will take you up. However, the level that you are trying to go to, it is one of those elevator banks that freaked me out, where you have to put in the floor you're going to first. So when you type in the floor that you're going to, it like beeps, and then the screen shifts to be like a video of a person, of a young woman who's like, what's your business? Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, we're here to see Jeremy Stroud. We have an appointment at 4:45.
Ah, so you do. Elevator D, please. The door opens.
Okay. We get in.
You get in. Tessa's like leaning against the wall and rocking back and forth uncomfortably, and she goes, Elevator D, please. This whole place is stupid.
You okay? What's up?
I have a thing about rich people.
Yeah, I mean, what thing?
All this fucking security, like just because they build the wall so high, everybody's going to want to climb over it. It's arrogant. Meanwhile, it's rats like me who actually have fangs after us.
I wouldn't call you a rat.
No, I suppose you wouldn't. What would you call me?
I'd call you Tessa. Can I ask you a weird question?
Sure.
I've always been meaning to ask you this, since I remembered who you were. What's your connection to the Strouds? Aren't you a distant relative of theirs?
As far as I know, my only connection to them is they want me dead. You think I'm a relative? That's so fucked up.
Do you know anything about the Strouds? The Strouds and Shrouds?
I haven't been in town for a while, Casey.
I guess it's not really a rumor, it's actually true, that there is a ritual that they do to prevent from being ghosts, that when they die, they do this ritual with, like, shrouds. And, yeah, they had this really crazy, like, ghost thing and trying to live forever. That's what I kind of thought originally, that's why they were coming after you, to get your blood, to try and live forever, experiment with you. But if you're, so far removed from the family tree, maybe there's something else going on. Did you ever meet, like, your other relatives?
I've never really been big on family, Casey.
Do your parents know what happened to you? They don't know what happened to you, do they?
I don't know what they know. I haven't seen them.
Do you want me to find out? Like, not now, but you can find out where they are and how they are.
The elevator dings and she goes, "Oh, thank God," and just walks out the door.
I feel like Case is really sad about that. Like, I mean, I think family is just really big to Casey, so Casey will follow.
Okay, yep, the young woman from the reception desk is there, and she'll like stand up and kind of, "Miss," and she'll check her clipboard. "Davis and Jones. Yep, right this way. Mr. Stroud's ready for you."
Great, thanks.
And she'll like walk you down this long plush hall and open this enormous cherry wood door and walk in with you and close the door behind you. And then in this huge office, right at the heart of it, there's this big wide desk, and sitting at it on his computer is a very surprised looking Jeremy Stroud, exquisitely dressed, very close cropped, light brown hair, horn rimmed glasses. And he sort of like takes a look up from what he's looking at, pushes his laptop closed and goes, "I'm sorry, am I expecting you?"
Yeah, a Mr. Sigma told me to get in contact with you.
Am I supposed to understand that reference? The receptionist will be like, "You don't recognize her?" And we'll like take Tessa by the shoulder and walk her closer to the desk.
In case he's gonna like put a hand on her gun. "You better get your hands off of her. We are your guests."
The receptionist will like overly familiarly like hold up a hand like, "I got this."
Don't like her.
And Jeremy will be like, "Am I supposed to recognize... What did you say her name was?" The receptionist will go, "Tessa Jones." And Jeremy will go, "Oh my God, you're her, aren't you?"
Hey everyone, Miah here, and I also have an assistant, Grady's with me, and we wanted to thank you and welcome you to this week's intermission. We just wanted to share a few quick announcements before we hop back into the show. Isn't that right, Grady? First off, we wanted to say thank you to all of our listeners for tuning in and for all of the support you've shown us. It really means a lot that you guys are interested in this story that we're telling and these words we're saying into the microphone. Just a reminder, we have a Discord server and we would love to see you in there. You can interact with Johnny, with myself, with Lauren, with John. You can ask us questions, you can post pictures of your dice, or just hang out and talk with other like-minded people. We talk about everything under the sun, from the weather, food, what Mark is going to do next. Come join us. We'd love to see you. You can also find us on social media. We're on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and we're on Instagram and Facebook at Monsters Playbook, and you can email us, monstersplaybook@gmail.com. The other exciting thing that I have to remind you guys is about our merch store. I've got my sweatshirt. Do you have yours? But we also have plenty of other merch items that you can choose from mugs to clocks to just a simple sticker. Lastly, what could really help us out is if you could leave a rating and review in Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And if you know a friend or maybe a family member who loves RPGs and listens to podcasts, tell them to check us out. Word of mouth is the biggest way for us to get new listeners, and we love new friends. This week, we have a new promo. It's for Memester of the Week, another Monster of the Week podcast. If you like yes ands that get you ghost dogs or crabs wielding knives, you should go check them out. Inspired by works like Supernatural, The Adventure Zone, and The Crit Show, join 4 friends as they travel across the country solving supernatural problems, and often causing more problems than they solve. Let's hear what they've got to say.
This is Memester of the Week. We're a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. It goes like this. A reluctant cult member, his stoner roommate, a skeptic YouTuber, and her fake camera person walk into a diner. They then walk out of the diner and drive off to hunt the things that go bump in the night. Inspired by shows like Supernatural, The Adventure Zone, and The Crit Show, join 4 friends as they travel across the country solving supernatural problems, and trying not to cause more problems than they solve. If you've ever wondered what it would be like if Scooby-Doo had guns and magic and monsters rather than real estate moguls, this might be for you. Welcome to Memester of the Week.
You can find out more about Memester of the Week on Twitter at MemsterOTWPod. And be sure to check them out wherever you listen to your podcasts. And with that, let's dive back into the show.
Mark.
So I saw that pole before. I saw that house before. I think we're lost.
I mean, yeah, if you're going by poles as direction, Mark.
Well, everything looks the same in the winter. Ugh.
I mean, I can't fault you there, but...
Hold on, do you see a sign anywhere?
Like a street sign?
Yeah, like a street sign. Do we see a street sign?
I want you, Mark, to roll read a bad situation.
8.
So I think you can kind of get your bearings based on the street sign, but I think it's getting stormy. I think it's beginning to snow, which would have been why your visibility went down and why you got lost in the first place. But yeah, you're at Penn Avenue, and you can't tell what the cross street is because the street sign is busted.
Of course, the street sign is busted.
Yeah, so you have an extremely vague idea of where you are. That could be anywhere along this whole vertical stream.
Maybe we should turn back to, like, Kira's and then just start over.
I mean, is our phone, like, can our phones use GPS?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Theo, do you mind giving me directions on my phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, it's starting to snow, it looks like, so I'm gonna try and use some fire to clear a path for us through this. Not like straight up fire, but keep it clear in front of us. So I'm just gonna like melt the shit as we're driving.
Mark, roll use magic.
Do you want me to, like, I can use wind to blow it out of the way since you're driving?
No. Wind and bikes on wheels and ice and snow is bad. So I'm going to do this. God damn it. Roll a 7.
Pick a
It's gonna be
glitch.
janky as hell. Unwanted side effect, I think.
Okay. So you can heat up yourself and Theo, and you both feel extremely comfortable, like you're sitting by an open fire.
But my motorcycle's on fire.
What you don't know is that you are lit up like the sun. Just a Christmas light going down the street.
Take a left at the next intersection, Mark.
Okay. I'm driving probably like maybe 8 miles an hour, not going very fast. It's like moped speed.
What do you think the deal is with this Jones girl?
This Jones girl?
Yeah, Tessa and Casey. Do you know anything about it?
I mean, not a lot other than that she's something that these monsters were after.
Theo, are you trying to gossip?
Oh, like a little bit.
They wanted her dead.
Yeah, but why? Like, do we know why?
She's a key to something.
I'm sorry about the awkwardness around my brother. Just kind of dealing with some family drama. I hope you can understand.
I understand. I'm sorry if I'm coming across kind of awkward. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now. And
Yeah, no.
I'm
I
like
mean,
also a little confused. Like, it doesn't matter.
You're confused about what this is?
I don't know. Ever since I came over to your house, things like haven't been good between us, I feel like. And I've been trying to give you your space.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. My family's really complicated, Mark.
You can say that again. I'm sorry you have to deal with that type of a family.
It's not your fault. I mean, it's not like you put me with them.
I mean, I'm sure you love them and stuff, and I don't know. It seems kind of toxic.
They mean well. They have their reasons. Some people might not understand it, but they have those reasons for reasons.
Is this...
Oh, take a right up ahead.
Oh, all right. They're not going to be a problem, are they?
What do you mean?
They're not a threat to us, right? To our group?
No, I mean, I'm trying not to. I like you showing up kind of like maybe put you on their radar. But I'm trying to kind of keep you guys in the down low. Jacob's a little bit different. Jacob, he's like not really part of the family, I think.
Well, if we're going to continue this thing, I think we're going to have to try to mend some of the frustration that happened last time.
What do you mean? What?
Oh, I mean, I don't mean anything by it. I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna be hanging out, you know, we gotta.
Like.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I want to make sure that like we're okay. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to.
Just be careful around my family.
Well, right now I feel like I don't think they would ever invite me back, but.
I mean, I don't want you guys to come back because you guys might be in danger. Mark, my family is really dangerous, and they're really powerful. If anything happened to you, or Kira, or Casey, or Anna, I would be devastated, and I don't think that I'd be able to help for fear of getting myself killed in the process.
The whole thing is a tough situation. I want you to be safe as well and not get sucked into the rest of your family's drama.
Mark, I've been with my family for 23 years. And who knows, maybe I'll find a way out. Just leave it to me, okay? I know my family better than you. I appreciate your concern, but...
Well, I'll let you be in charge of managing that. I trust you. We trust you. Maybe not Kira as much right now because you dropped snow on her, but
she
I think Mark
understands.
laughs a little bit.
It was an accident. Like, you know, snow is like frozen water. It's hard to manipulate. Like, air is a lot easier to, like, grasp. I don't know. Snow is just constantly changing. It's, like, melting, and it's freezing, and it's hard to keep a hold on to. It's slippery. You get that, right? Like,
snow
magic.
You get that snow is like frozen water.
I think just Mark is just kind of nodding his head. He's like, okay.
Hey, I think the building should be coming up on your right up ahead.
Oh, thanks. And I'm sorry for the thing that went down in your house, just FYI.
Yeah, let's leave it in the past.
Right. It's in the past. I think Mark is like just like remembering the like all of the things that Mark and Theo were doing together and just kind of like in the past.
Oh. Right. The past. Kira.
Yeah.
You and Anna and literally everybody else are pulling up to this building. Mark's not there.
God damn it, Mark. She might try to like text Theo and be like, where are you at?
Theo will respond, we got lost. Be there soon! Explanation point.
ETA, question mark?
I just imagine like you're like looking out the window and you see this bright light in the snowstorm just like coming around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Did you say how long you had? Like just a few minutes?
25 minutes.
Yikes, it's a long time.
Enjoy your ride with the Sparks, brother. With the Sparks.
Cool.
How's Jamie's mom? No.
Don't know. Probably dead.
How's Tommy's mom? She seems nice.
Yeah, Kira would be like later. Then would just.
I think Theo's gonna respond with like boo.
Can Kira kind of as they kind of get to this building, because I did kind of want to park like not directly in front. I kind of wanted to be like off to the side or something. But can she kind of look around this thing, see if she can assess any threats or anything like that?
Roll her to bad situation.
No, that's a 6.
Seems fun.
Cool. I assume Jamie is still just chatting. So Mark and Theo are just they got a little turn around, so they're coming. Do we want to maybe, I don't know, what do you think, Nick? Should we stay out here, wait for them to come? Should we get into a different position? This isn't really my forte.
James Sparks is going to cross her arms a little bit and go, oh, it isn't.
I don't normally do stakeouts. What has Tommy said about me? Hopefully all good things.
We should get into a better position. We're exposed out here.
Okay. Well, we could try the roof.
Jamie's going to be like, how would we get on the roof?
Well, I mean, we could probably go up. There's probably a roof access somewhere. I'm sure we could take the elevator or the stairs.
Okay.
Or Kira looks at Nick and she's like, kind of tries to like wordlessly communicate like she doesn't know.
Roll plus charm.
Okay.
To wordlessly communicate.
7.
I think he's just going to like shrug.
God damn it. I can get us on the roof faster.
You know, like a shortcut?
Of a sort.
And a roll act under pressure.
That's a 3.
Yay!
Hey, but I leveled up!
Anna, you're fed up with this. You're going to blurt it out.
Oh my god, she has wings.
What? Wings?
I think Kira like looks back at Anna and is like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah, I have wings. I can get us onto the roof faster if you want. We need to get into a better position. So maybe we should just go do that. Would you like a lift, Jamie?
Anna doesn't also have wings, does she?
No.
No. Okay. I think roll manipulate someone.
Okay. 7.
She will ask why you have those wings.
Long story. Not enough time to really go over it right now. But I was in a cult when I was a kid, and I am not anymore. Don't worry. I'm totally normal now. I got it from that. Can we just go to the roof, please?
Sure.
What's her reaction?
Blank.
Okay. All right. Well, then I think, Kira will take the people in the car, and I think she'd have Anna like wait down by the car outside for the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she would probably bring Jamie and Nick with her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Anna's just going to kind of keep watch. Can Anna read a bad situation?
Yep.
That's a 10 for Anna.
Okay. Ask Anna's 3 questions.
Are there any threats that I haven't noticed?
Yes.
Oh no.
What are they?
Well, you met an archfiend of air and an archfiend of fire.
Okay.
Those 2 tend to come in a set.
Like another set of wind and fire, or
A complete set of
kind?
like the elements, I would assume. So there's probably a water one, and there's probably like an earth-based one or something like that. And just for clarification, the threats that I haven't noticed, like, does Anna like see the archfiends right now, or she just kind of has a feeling that they might be here?
I think she's just kind of aware of them.
What's the biggest threat?
Right now, them or whatever's controlling them.
Yeah, Anna will just kind of wait and keep an eye to see if she notices anything unusual until Mark and Theo arrive. And then, Kira will help get Nick and Jamie up onto the roof. As Kira's heading up, can she sort of like scope out if there's anywhere that looks like Jeremy's office?
Yes, definitely.
Like a terrace or something that they could like get onto, or is it just literally the roof?
I think the only place that you could actually like land would be the roof, but you can tell that like the top floor window, you can see his office. And I almost think roll act under pressure, Kira.
12, advanced move.
Yeah, you can tell which one is his. Which office is his for sure.
And can I see through the window?
Yeah.
And do I see Casey?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Tessa and some other woman.
Can I try to do some magic maybe?
What kind of magic?
I probably would honestly have to have Nick help me. I want to see if I could like hear what's going on in that room. I think there's one of the effects is observe another place on use magic. So I think that's kind of what I'm functionally trying to do.
Okay.
I just want to like amplify their voices really so that I can hear them, or amplify my hearing maybe so that I can hear what's going on.
Okay, roll use magic.
12 advanced move.
Okay. Congrats. So Mark, you're approaching with Theo. Kira, you're up on the roof with everybody.
Well, except for Anna. She sees a light bulb approaching the building.
Mark, roll act under pressure, because Anna, the other thing you see is a huge boulder soaring through the air at your shooting star friend.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, Mark, you have dodged out of the way of this oncoming boulder.
The hell was that?
Theo, look back behind us. Do I spot anything? Where, like the source of this boulder?
Roll read a bad situation.
Can't kill Mark, so he starts throwing boulders at me.
Mark's just like, that's a really nice rock. 11.
Okay, 3 questions.
What is the source?
An elemental archfiend of earth.
Does Anna see... She sees Mark and Theo coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like Anna to start doing something. I'm guessing it might take a little bit of time. So take some time to surround someone or yourself in a magical field that reduces all the harm from the next hit they take to 0 harm. Harm moves still apply on Mark. And it's under the abjuration move for the protector. And with my most recent level up, I can do 4 different abjuration effects per mystery.
Thank you. Is there like cover or like a garage that I can like slide into?
Roll plus sharp, Mark.
10.
Yep, you can find some cover. It's a parking garage.
Okay, sweet. Theo, do you know what that was?
Yeah, it was a elemental archfiend of the earth. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and check something out through my third eye.
Wait, you have a what? Does Mark know that?
Probably not. We've been a little busy. Who is most vulnerable to the elemental?
Probably Mark.
And would you allow me to open up my third eye? I know I just rolled really bad situation.
Yeah, I would allow you to tack this on.
What is the best way to free the elemental?
Destroy the charms.
I don't know if like the tether would be like an invisible thing. Well, is it possible to like locate or see where the charm is?
You can see one of the charms, like its small bright aura, stalking around the street a block or 2 away from you. You can actually see another one ascending the side of this building.
Like going up the building on the outside?
Mm-hmm. Inside the building, you hear this smash of the boulder, and you can actually like feel the like distant thunk and crash of something punching the windows on like the 1st or 5th floor. Do you have anything you want to say or try to do, Casey?
I don't like that. I think the only thing would be if Casey can go to the window and look down. Can she see anything?
Roll read about situation.
9.
One question.
Can I ask who's my biggest threat right now?
The thing climbing up the wall.
Casey's gonna look to kind of Jeremy, like coming back to them. Do you have a safe room or a panic room? Somewhere safe that we can get to. There's something coming up.
Roll manipulate someone.
12. Advance move.
Damn. Okay.
You're Stroud. You must have something.
He'll like reach under his desk and push a button and one of the walls will fully open up. Inside it looks like a lounge. Like it's plush, it's comfortable, but all the walls are in inches thick steel.
Okay, but it's just a room. Like, okay. Is there any way in? Is there any way out? Is this the only way into this room?
OOC, what are you planning? What's your deal?
I was gonna try and put the 3 of them in this room, but I'm also very nervous about this woman. I just want to make sure that if they're in here, once this door like opens up again, like they're not gonna be gone.
Ah, I see. Jeremy's gonna like start heading towards the room and be like, it's a panic room. That's the point.
Yeah, Casey will, I guess, like hustle the 3 of them towards the room, but like we'll keep like Tessa a moment here. And Casey's gonna give her like 2 of her knives. You stay in here, okay?
Roll manipulate someone.
11.
What are you doing?
I'm protecting you. They're coming after you, Tessa. I don't know where Kira and the others are yet.
So you're just gonna face it down alone?
I mean, or else like wait for it to bust through this door? If anything, I can buy you some time.
Okay, but if you die, I'll kill you.
I'll be fine. And then Casey kind of gives her like a quick like one-handed hug and like pushes her in.
Does the door close behind them? As soon as that happened, Kira knocks on the fucking window.
Yep.
Can Casey just turn and unload?
Turn what?
Like turn back, because the window's like, I'm assuming behind her. As soon as Casey hears that knock, she's gonna turn and just like shoot.
Roll kick some ass. Nightmares.
That or like, can I act under pressure?
No, not if you want to turn and shoot.
Fine.
Can Kira act under pressure to see this coming?
I got a 12 advanced move.
Whoa.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's a 9 to act under pressure. How many times is this that you've shot me now, Casey?
You cannot surprise me, okay?
You knew we were going to be hanging around for backup.
Yeah, but like, I didn't know you were just gonna fucking appear at the goddamn window. And she also didn't know how close and far you were.
Casey, what gun are you using?
9mm. Does 2 harm.
Yeah, here you're going to take a shot.
Okay.
I think in the leg.
Okay. Does any of my armor or resilience take any of that?
Yeah, it probably would actually.
Okay. So then I'm fine, but I still take the bullet.
Fucking goddamn it.
I like swoop down in the air for just a second, like, fuck.
Kira, And I'm guessing like the bullets maybe shattered the window. Can Casey just like open the window or like use her sleeve to bust out the rest so she can get in?
Yeah, it's one of those like floor to ceiling type windows.
What are you doing?
We were just checking out, getting perched up here just in case we needed to provide assistance. And it sounds like there's some stuff climbed up the building. So nice to see you two. I've got Nick and Jamie upstairs.
Oh, great. Yeah, something is coming up. No offense, but like, can Jamie do anything?
I'm pretty sure she taught her kids everything that they know, so I think she can at least take a shot.
Okay. Can you get them in here? I might like need some backup in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, something's coming up the wall. Can you see if you can get eyes on it?
Yeah.
Where's Anna, Theo, Mark?
Anna was keeping watch down at the entrance. Theo and Mark took a wrong turn, so they were took a little detour, and they should be on their way. But I think Kira kind of like gets a faraway look for like a second. And she's like, "Yep, I'm pretty sure they're dealing with something that's downstairs right now."
Okay. Jeremy and Tessa are in a panic room, so they're okay. But yeah, I need somebody here with me. Nick and Jamie would be fine.
Sure. I'll go grab them and I'll get eyes on whatever the fuck we're facing. And then Kira will go fly back up to the roof. Start playing fairy woman.
Roll act under pressure.
13 advanced move.
So you are able to get both Nick and Jamie into the office. As you do that, you can see it's a ways away, but it's huge. It's like a vaguely humanoid turtle thing. Like huge muscular clawed arms gripping and climbing up. Silvery blue armored back. And then a like bald face with spiky fangs inside the mouth.
And it's climbing up like a building?
Like the building you're in.
Do I know that this is an archfiend?
You do.
Okay, we got another archfiend. So we got something to combat against water. What would combat water? Like lightning? Or like, can I read a bad situation? Like what would be effective against this thing?
Sure.
9.
Fire or lightning?
I think Theo's gonna like, I guess like say to Mark, like, hey, can you do your like Mark phone thing and talk to Kira and Casey? Those charms, one of them is going up the side of the building and the other one is around the block. So maybe you and I should go to that one.
Okay, I'll let them know. Hey, are you guys okay, Kira?
Yeah, I'm with Casey up in this office here. There's a elemental archfiend climbing up this building.
Yeah, we almost got hit by a boulder on the way here. So, yeah, we're going to go around the block and chase after that one.
Oh, okay. Take Anna with you, maybe? She's down by the entrance. She could probably help.
Okay. And I try to look for her through the parking garage. Do I see her by the door?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. We'll grab Anna on our way out. Theo, let's Kira said to go grab Anna, and then since she's on the bottom floor here, we'll go after that one.
All right. Well, yeah, Anna will group up with you guys.
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah, more archfiends, it looks like. So we got what are we dealing with? Some sort of rock thing? Earth?
So there are 2 more elementals. One is going up the side of the building that it sounds like Casey, Kira, and the Sparks are going to be dealing with. And then there's one around the corner. If we can try and find the charm, that will release the control that the Elementomancer has over it.
Got it.
And this charm is on this thing?
Yeah, sounds like it with how it's like moving.
All right.
So I don't know if the 2 of you want to like, I can switch places with Anna. And, like, you could provide a distraction, and I can, like, I don't know, encase this thing in, like, a bubble of force. Or...
I could trap it.
Okay.
If we can lead it somewhere, I could trap it, and then that might help us to subdue it, at least.
What do you mean by trap it?
I can create a ward. A trap.
Okay.
If you guys can distract it for a bit, I'll create the ward and lead it towards me, and then we can trap it.
Yeah, we could do that. We can try and chase it around the block back to here.
That
Sure.
sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think I want Anna to find like a spot that like it would have to like go through like to get to her, kind of figure out the best place, and then I want her to, on her playbook thing, to do the thing where take some time to draw a glyph that completely traps a particular type of creature within its bounds. The creature cannot leave the glyph unless it finds a clever workaround. At the very least, it's sure to slow it down. So I want to do it specifically for this Archfiend.
Okay. So for you to take the time to do that, I am going to need Mark and Theo to try to keep it busy for a while.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me how you're going to do that.
Oh, shit. I can't fly.
Mark, we have a motorcycle.
Also, you have at least one good hit in you. Just saying.
At least one good hit?
Yes.
She said non-threateningly.
Okay.
I've cast a little protection thing on you. You can get hit once really good and it won't do anything.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
For sure.
That'll come in handy.
Cool.
I'm going to take my motorcycle and not my wings because I don't have wings anymore. And I'm going to go track this thing down, get its attention. Theo, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to go around the corner and I'm going to try and aggro this thing towards this trap.
Why don't we just ride on your bike together? We can just throw magical shit at it.
All right.
Do that.
I'm down for that.
I mean, you saw what I did to Kira the car.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's not crush my motorcycle.
Let's not get lost. Let's go.
Harsh.
Dysfunctional team, let's go.
Okay, you spin around the corner and it gets your attention because it's like probably a story and a half tall.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like it's a vaguely humanoid shape. It's like hunched over and walking on kind of all fours. It's got earthy brown skin, obviously, but like in between its muscles, it looks like it's kind of open.
In the movie version of this, we drive up and I park sideways in the middle of the street. The camera kind of flies in low and looks at us and we're like, well, that's not good.
I suddenly feel less confident. It has two big green thorny spikes coming out of its shoulder and then two longer prehensile ivy vines coming out from underneath its arms.
I try to put a hex on it.
You can always try, Mark Clayton.
All right, I'm going to try to put a hex on it and break something precious or important. 8.
So that is an additional cast to use magic. So roll use magic to try to do something else. I assume throw some fucking fire at it.
12. Not advanced move.
Well, that's wonderful.
Magic isn't your advanced move?
No, because I don't know why. But
I don't know why either.
That's your thing, Mark Clayton. It's fine.
it's fine.
Could Theo cast lightning and have the fire and lightning intertwine?
Why don't you roll use magic as well, Theo?
9.
Pick a glitch.
I want to have it that it draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Okay. So yeah, the fire, this fireball arcs out of Mark's hand. You charge it with this lightning. It makes a kind of screeching and crackling noise. You feel seen, exposed, Theo.
Okay.
But yeah, this thing hurls over and just the lightning arcs off of this fireball even before it hits this thing. And when it does land, a large portion of it bursts into flames. I think both of its prehensile vines flame out and crackle and just turn to ash and dust. Woo! And it screeches horribly. Its face, by the way, is pretty skeletal. It has this weird shaggy, maybe leafy green hair, and then just these sunken eyes with dull orange lights in them, and then just teeth. No lips or anything.
All right. I think after we throw that, I tell Theo, let's go. And I'd race back towards the trap and see it and make sure it's following us.
It is going to bound after you. Why don't you roll Act Under Pressure, Mark Clayton?
Theo's gonna grab a hold of Mark.
8. What does an 8 get me? slashes out her back tire.
Worse. So you're riding and you're going down the streets and you're trying to keep this thing after you. Theo, you feel an enormous hand close around your torso.
Uh-oh.
Mark, you can feel these like huge, horrible fingernails scrape against your back as the hand does so.
Fuck!
And then
Theo!
Theo is suddenly yanking on you like she hadn't been before.
Park!
Can I turn around and I have a knife, I think, on me, but I want to infuse it with some like searing hot fire or whatever, so I can just like slice this arm off.
Well, let's use magic to do that first.
13.
Hot damn. All right, yeah, you take out your big knife, and the blade first bursts into flames, and then a bit more of pure flame extends.
And I'm gonna ghost ride the bike. I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay.
And jump back.
What do you mean?
So like I'm riding the bike, she gets grabbed, I jump off the bike as it's still going, and like then turn around as I'm like falling to like cut this thing.
Okay, roll kick some ass. So like, to be clear, so this thing has Theo has you. You're allowing yourself to be picked up by the two of them.
Yeah, so like as it scratches my back, I like turn around because I can see Theo getting grabbed or whatever, so I like grab onto this thing, let my bike go, and then as I'm like coming back, I'm grabbing the knife, and then
Okay, that makes sense.
and I rolled a
I have the most important question I've ever had for you, Mark.
14 advance move.
Oh fuck! That is not how I thought that was gonna go.
I know.
I think you like catapult yourself off of your bike and let the momentum actually spin you around, and then I think it like almost like liquid lavas your knife to be much longer.
Ooh, I like this.
And then yeah, you like spin around and slam it into the like forearm of this thing. I think you're not going to be able to fully take the arm off, but then you can like shove down and like slice.
It's like half of it is sliced.
Yeah, like cutting off all its tendons, and then the hand around Theo just goes slack, and the two of you kind of go flying down the street through the air. I will need one of you to roll act under pressure and one of you to roll help out.
I think I'll grab Theo and like try to like shield her as I'm rolling.
Then roll protect someone.
What do you want me to roll? Or do you not want me to?
I want you to roll act under pressure, Theo.
I rolled an 8.
11.
Okay. So you're gonna take it. You're gonna basically take it, Mark. So you're gonna take one harm.
But wait, am I being protected by...
This doesn't count as an attack.
Okay.
So you go skidding across the floor, across the sidewalk. I think you're still like a block and a half away from Anna's trap, but Theo, you're unharmed.
Okay. I'm assuming, like, I'm in, like, Mark's arms?
Yep.
Okay. Can I, something weird and stupid, can I, like, kind of like an airboat, just shoot a blast of, like, air and try to propel Mark and I, like, the rest of the block towards Anna?
I love that.
Oh
Roll
my
magic.
god. Wait, we're still scraping on the ground?
I mean, it's snow, so...
Oh, okay, alright.
13 advanced move.
Damn.
So we rocket down the street.
Controlled rocket.
Where's my bike, by the way? Are we gonna pass it? Can I grab it?
You won't be able to drag it with you. If you'd like to stop.
Mark's like, I get off here, bye.
Are you seriously doing that?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna bypass that completely.
Thanks, bye.
This is my stop.
So yeah, I think it's pretty bitchin'. You're like in Mark's arms. So you'll be skidding on your back, Theo.
Oh, face to face?
Yeah, because he would have had to spin around and then grab you like that. Yeah, that's the only way that really makes sense. Unless you want to like ride him like a snowboard.
I mean, I was imagining that we were like...
No, because you would have had to like,
chest.
if he would have taken it.
Theo, let me be your toboggan.
Okay, let's Let's map this out.
Let's break this down.
Let's do the physics of it all.
All right, break it down.
So Mark jumps off the bike. He turns around midair.
I cut the arm, slice it down.
He pulls you to take the thing. Probably has to take the brunt of the impact by falling down into the ground.
And lands on his back. So what you could do then is like go behind you and then, yes, ride him like a bodyboard.
Are we like facing each other when this is happening? Like, oh, this is different.
And then you're just like, so you're lying on your back, and then you just start firing this way. Theo, do you say a thing other than the like words required to do the spell?
I still have my glasses on, like, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Your goggles.
Oh yeah, my goggles.
So I think that Theo's gonna say like, hang on, we gotta get to Anna. And then say something in Greek and like throw her hand out and just like a gust of wind propels us. I'm hoping that this creature still follows us.
Oh yeah, it's furious and it's like...
Can Mark and Theo like skid to a halt like next to or in front of like Anna?
With that roll, you can stop whenever you like, lady.
Just stop at the
I think
mall.
like just past Anna.
I think Anna just looks down like as you guys pass by. And she just looks at you and she's like, well, okay then.
And Theo will like scramble out of like Mark's like arms and just like it's coming around the corner. Are you ready?
Yeah, I should be all set up.
Okay.
It's gotta go in this area. So what would work well against the earth? Is it fire and lightning, or like what kind of other elements would we have to shoot at this thing?
What would work against earth would honestly probably be water.
Or is it water?
Yeah.
Like eroding it, kind of? Okay.
This Elementor that is controlling this thing is... Can I see a tether?
Why don't you roll read a bad situation?
Is there a fire hydrant around here?
Likely.
Okay. Anna's gonna walk over to a fire hydrant and then she'll kind of point at Theo and be like, you can like, wind is like your thing?
Yeah, wind, force, and lightning.
Cool.
And entropy.
Right, that's just a totally normal thing. Just get ready, okay? And she's gonna go and walk over to the fire hydrant.
Okay, ready with what?
She's just like water gun, like a water gun, like motion. This thing is weak to water.
Okay.
Direct it to it.
Okay. Okay. I think Theo's just gonna like just take a fucking hot minute and be like, okay, how do I like? Should I do like this way or this way? Like the mathematical like the numbers and trying to figure out like which like spell she should use.
Mark
rolled a 5 on trying to figure out if there's a tether.
I think that you look at it and you're just like, damn, that's tall.
Okay. Is it like approaching? How close is it?
Quite.
Well, I slowed it down a little bit, cut off part of its hand.
Yeah, it is like stumbling now because it is using all 4 of its limbs for its run, and one of them is like dangling uselessly below the elbow and just like spraying this like dingy greenish blood everywhere. Not acid, just like it's hot.
Hot blood.
Hot-blooded.
Yeah, I think Anna will like take a shot at it with her gun just to try to continue to entice it forward towards her.
Harsh. Really kick some ass.
It's a 9.
Okay. What harm does that do?
With the shotgun, it's 3 harm.
Okay. But I think at this distance, it's going to be quite diffuse.
Yeah.
But it will appear to like get it in sort of in the face and at least bother it quite a bit. And it doesn't speak with any coherent language, but it does screech like deep and booming. Mm-hmm. I think that pissed it off that it's going to take a running leap.
Anytime, Anna.
I want her to be positioned in such a way that like it would try to like it would have to go through this trap.
I know. Why don't you roll act under pressure? It jumping throws a wrench.
You have to look appetizing to this thing. So
It's an 8.
So in order to be in a spot where it will definitely be in the trap, it's going to get you.
Okay. That's okay. I do think as it's like jumping, I think she wants to try to like hit the fire hydrant. Like maybe shoot it if she needs to like blow off the top.
Okay,
Do you
I'll
need me
allow
to
that.
kick some ass or anything? Or
Yes. Kick some ass.
that's also an 8 to kick some ass.
Okay. Yeah, so you fire at the fire hydrant. I think it'll like get it mostly off, but not quite all the way off to like let loose. And then this thing is going to take its like its hand that's about half the size of your whole body and just smack you. So you'll go skidding down the street. You'll take 2 harm, thrown about a half a block away.
Anna had asked Theo to prepare, I guess, magic to, I'm assuming, propel or shape the water so that it hits this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll use magic?
Yes, you can, but there is no water to shape
Yet. I shot it once and it didn't come all the way off yet. So.
Oh, cool. Got it.
Yeah.
Can I help with that?
To help get the cap off.
Yeah, can I, like, do a blast of force to get the fire hydrant off?
So that'll be a use magic roll to do that, and then another use magic roll to do the other thing.
Okay, Theo, I think, is going to, I guess, depending on this, I think, because the things are happening, Theo's just going to try and blast the complete fire hydrant off.
Okay.
It's going to be a 9.
Okay, pick a glitch.
But it is trapped now, right? In this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you know what I like better is that it is moving, but it's like slamming itself against some kind of invisible wall in this huge circle it finds itself trapped in.
I think I'm going to do it's a problematic side effect. I mean, unless I can take 1 harm.
That'll make more sense with what I'm wanting to do anyway.
That's fine.
As this thing is like throwing itself against this invisible wall, you'll blast off the fire hydrant. The fire hydrant will hurl itself at the thing. Its enormous shoulder will slam the fire hydrant back at you, and it will hit you in the chest.
Are we still needing this water if it's in the ward?
To subdue it and hopefully find the charm and break it.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That was my plan
point?
anyway.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was just like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
we can't defeat it till we break the charm, but we don't know really what the charm is, so until we can like, knock it out, probably.
Okay, I'm imagining that Theo's gotten knocked to the ground from this fire hydrant. Can I use some magic from the ground to try and like shape a wall of force like down onto the monster, kind of like a hose?
Like you want to just take the water that's spraying up and spin it down?
Yeah, essentially I want to like make an invisible force to just like the water hit and then spray directly at it. So it's just like a waterfall.
So you were doing literal geometry in your head about like, where precisely do I need to put this plane?
Hey,
so that...
magic is not easy.
It's basically just science by another name.
That's going to be a 12 advance move.
All right, why don't you tell me what happens?
So I think Theo gets like knocked down from this fire hydrant from the ground. I think she scrambles like to like sit and does some like gestures. I think maybe like pauses a minute and just like okay, and then like throws this wall of force above the water to like spray it at the monster. And I kind of like, since it's like gushing water, that Theo has to focus or concentrate to keep this force there. So she's distracted and really can't do anything else.
I like that too. Mark, what are you doing?
Have you tried opening your third eye, Theo? To see if there's like anything emanating from it somewhere? Or I don't know if you can see that.
The charm is on it. Theo is also like concentrating on holding this wall of force so that the water can be spraying at it instead of up into the air. So you kind of like look at Theo and like she's just clenched and focused and just like, Mark, do you see the charm?
Do I see the charm?
Roll plus sharp.
12.
You see the charm. There's like a glint. It has a pretty sizable, some kind of round gem dangling from like an earring that has the thread that you'd seen before.
I see it.
Can you get it?
I could try. And I pull out my knife the same way I cut this thing before. I try and go after this thing and cut it out.
Okay. You're running in there. What you don't see is the young woman coming out from the alley who's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Does Anna see this woman?
Yeah, but I think you're probably too far away to like properly intervene.
What does she look like? Do I recognize her?
Yeah, she looks like Vanya.
It's Vanya. I think then Anna will fucking scream her name. Vanya.
Why don't you roll manipulate someone?
8.
Okay, I think she just like holds out a hand over a big snowbank, and then a bunch of ice kind of reaches up and the snowbank shrinks, and she basically makes a little bat out of ice. She hears you say her name, and she's like, guess I'm more famous than I thought. And she cracks her back over Theo's head.
Wait, no.
Wait, what? She's that close?
I thought you said she was by Mark.
Which is right by Theo. How much harm do I take?
Theo, 2 harm. And you're dazed and the spell is gone. So the water's just spraying all over the place.
Theo's unstable.
Anna is gonna charge at this woman, and she's gonna fucking bash her against the wall with her shield.
Roll kick some ass.
That's a 10.
Okay. I do think I prefer to believe that the riot shield, such as it is in fact a like psychic projection.
That's what I'm kind of thinking too. Yeah.
I want it to be, if not explicitly composed of, then at least inspired by the time that you made her like a fake shadow body. Yeah, I don't know if she like stores it in a bracelet or something. Then it just like comes off like this big.
Yeah, almost like ejects out, kind of like a force type thing.
I'm thinking like somewhere between the projection, the holographic projections from like Mass Effect.
Okay, yeah.
But suffused with like a flowing shadowy energy like from Skyrim.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
But yeah, you slam that into her and she goes flying.
She's like 17. How old is she?
She couldn't be 17 if you remember her from before.
She was like 7, you said, when I was in the cult. So she's young.
Yeah, she's... Oh, fuck, that's good. That's bad.
Yeah, I think Kira actually played a pretty big role in recruiting Vanya to Divinity Shadow. I think it's one of Kira's greatest shames. Do we know her last name?
I think her last name is Sparanov, and her nickname was Sparky.
Oh no. Yeah, Anna like bashes her against like the fucking wall, and then I think I want her to like straight up like get on top of Vanya.
Okay.
Be like, well, hey, Sparky.
I need you to roll act under pressure to do that.
That's a 7.
Okay. So she's going to take a swing at you, but you'll block it, but then she will get out from under you.
What's the matter? You don't recognize me?
You seem to have me at a disadvantage.
Oh, we go way, way, way back.
I'd remember someone as ugly as you.
Oof. I'm fighting words.
This is a fight.
I was wearing a different body then. Kira Ashwood, maybe you know her?
Gross. Mark, tell me exactly what you're trying to do. Are you trying to like cut it off? Or are you trying to climb up and take it?
I'm just trying to carve. I'm like trying to run up to it, carve it out, and take it, and destroy it.
Roll act under pressure.
10.
Damn. Okay, yeah, this thing is furiously throwing itself around. What I want you to do is like bait it into throwing a punch with its dead right hand and like slamming into the invisible wall, which hurts it so bad, and it screeches awfully and grips its forearm, this dangling hand, and starts to like kind of stop paying attention to you. So you run around to the back and climb up its back, which does have like, basically it's like a climbing wall back here. Like there's all these weird craggy bits. And then, yeah, you get up and you grip one of these big green spikes coming off of its shoulders. I'm going to have you roll act under pressure one more time.
9.
Okay. So you'll get it, but you'll be thrown clear and you'll take 1 harm.
Does he still take it? Because is it like force damage, not really from the monster?
No, this one, yeah, you'll be protected from this one.
So you don't take any harm.
So I don't take a harm. Perfect.
Yep.
I want Anna to try to grab Vanya
Okay.
into a fucking chokehold and knock her out.
Okay. Roll kick some ass.
10.
Okay. I think as she's like kind of fading, you can hear her go, "This won't stop them." And she's out.
Okay, so is the elemental still there, or did it like realize and then poof, disappeared?
It's still in the trap.
It's still, and it can't leave the trap.
Nope, not until it, I think technically until the end of the mystery, or it finds a clever way to get out, I think is what it says in the thing.
All the effects usually last until the mystery is over. Heck. Okay. So you've got an unconscious Vanya down here, and a like now mindless but still trapped earth fiend. Meanwhile, 35 stories up, Kira, Casey, Nick, and Jamie.
Okay, So we need some fire or some lightning. Anything that we can concoct.
Extremely funny that your fire and lightning people were downstairs.
I know, right?
Just like how everybody always tells tons of lies when Casey isn't around.
Can I question? I don't know if this is going to work, but like, Casey's been around the block. And with that move, when I discovered that I need a particular item or knowledge to defeat my current opponent, I roll sharp. On a 10+, it turns out I've got just the thing in my closet, trunk, duffel bag. 7 to 9.
Yep, I see it. I'm looking at it.
I was going to say, like, I do think, like, Kira's, like, full-on snooping this office, like, to see if she can find anything useful.
Casey, why don't you roll Been Around the Block? Kira, why don't you roll... Just roll it like it's Investigative Mystery.
12.
Holy shit, 15. Advanced move.
Holy fuck.
Jesus.
Mine's also an advanced move, but I don't think it matters.
No, you didn't use Investigative Mystery. You used Been Around the Block.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
You can't make that move advanced. I don't care what you want to do.
I was wondering if, like, Casey has any bullets that, like, any weird bullets that make fire.
What's coming up to me is that you'd have a pair of, like, those kinds of daggers that, like, the grip is more like brass knuckles. So you, like, fit your hand into it and then it's just a blade all the way up. When you flick a switch, will be, like, electrified. I think you have a pair of those that I think you got from Mom. Kira.
What do I find in Jeremy Stroud's office?
I think it's not so much what you find, it's what you can kind of, like, futz together. I think he's a cigar guy.
Can we make a Molotov cocktail?
Pretty much. I think he has a bunch of butane lighters that can be, like, I think you can make up to 2 Molotov cocktail type things.
Okay.
And then you can, like, combine the rest to, like, build a kind of flame cannon that can be shot precisely once.
Okay, cool. All right, I think Kira would probably give the Molotovs thing, butane things, to maybe like one of each to like Jamie and Nick, and she'll keep the other thing.
Okay.
I think that Casey's gonna tell, I guess all 3 of you, like, don't let it get near, like, this door. Prevent it from getting any closer.
Got it.
I think Kira also knows because Theo had asked Mark to tell Kira that the charm is on it.
Yeah. So we got to get this charm off of this thing. It's like, is it like out on the roof right now, or is it still climbing up the side of the building?
Still climbing up the side of the building. It'll be there any second.
Okay. And then I think I want Kira to see if she can actually draw it up onto the roof. If she goes out of the window and kind of draws its attention to follow her up onto the rooftop.
Are, like, us normal people without wings able to get onto the roof?
Yeah, is there like a roof access?
I mean, not from here. You probably have to go out, like,
I can take probably one of you with
the
me.
Staircase.
If one of you wants to just join me right now, and then the rest can go up the stairs or something.
I would say either Nick or Casey.
I'll take Nick up with me.
I think once he gets outside, he's going to want to just throw it right away.
Can I roll tough for him? I'm assuming my kick some ass is better than Kira's.
I have +3 to kick some ass.
All right, Kira, why don't you roll it?
That is an 8 to kick some ass.
He hurls it. This thing, like, its head gets kind of sucked down into its body. The bulb breaks and flames out on the back of this thing's shell. It gets a bit of its arm. It does kind of burn up and, like, seem to sort of dissolve in more than a little bit.
I was just wondering if Casey can, like, use the scope of her gun to see if she can see the charm on it.
You can roll Investigative Mystery.
10.
Okay. So you, like, sort of lean out and you look down with the scope of your gun, your rifle, and you kind of take, like, a pretty... I'm trying to describe that you're, like, going very evenly over its body and trying to figure out...
Okay. Thoroughly, like,
yeah, thorough. That's the word. A very thorough look. And you don't see any charm. Its head has been sucked into its body, so you can't quite see most of its head.
Oof, okay. And so I wanna see if this thing, if it grabs its attention, and then if possible, try to connect to it with my Dark Negotiator ability and be like, come follow me.
Roll manipulate someone.
10.
Okay. Its head will pop back out and it will like scream at you. And Casey, as you're looking, and it's you can just like smell its horrible fishy breath. And Casey, you can see the dim glint of something that shouldn't quite be there inside of its mouth.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, I want to try something so stupid.
Great.
Oh boy.
So, is it like right on our heels? Is it still kind of far behind us if we're trying to like kind of draw it up to the roof?
I think with that roll, it's going to like, its hand will land on the floor of the office that Casey is in, and then its other hand will reach up beyond it and just continue to go. And it will like briefly block out the sun in this office.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay. And you said this thing is like in its mouth?
That's where Casey saw it.
Okay.
It's like a grill.
Do I see it?
No.
But I knew that the charm was like in it, I think.
You know that it's on its person, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I think she would just use the flame thing that she has to attack it then, in that case.
Casey, do you want to try to get up on the roof as well with Jamie?
If anything, I do want Jamie to stay. I am wondering, can I call Nick?
Sure.
Yeah, Casey's gonna call Nick.
Okay, I think while being held by Kira, he'll like slap his Bluetooth headset, because why the fuck not? He'll be like,
Not really the time?
The charm! It's in its mouth!
Okay, that is the time.
In its mouth? Okay, in its mouth. I think Kira will say, I'm gonna shoot this thing and hopefully make it open its mouth. Can you try to snatch it as soon as it does?
that is exactly what Nick was going to suggest.
Okay.
Get this thing mad, throw me at its face.
Okay. Yeah, I want Kira to like get up close to this thing and like try to get under its jaw, like to hopefully like open it in like an anger with this flame thing that she's got.
Worth noting, you are holding Nick Sparks.
I think so. Then I think she would be flying it up, and then I think like when it comes time, like she would. So then I think she would shoot down at this thing because she'd be above. Nick would be dangling in front of it, and then he would grab, and she would have to probably let go of one of his arms for a second to shoot with the gun.
And then drop him so that he can...
Grab the thing.
Okay. I want Kira to roll kick some ass.
Okay. A 9. Kicks my ass.
So I think what I want to do with that, because of all your damnable armor, you won't actually take any harm, but you'll fire, you'll drop Nick, this thing will screech and swat you out of the sky, and you'll like go soaring and basically have to like figure out, you'll have to get your bearings in a minute.
Yep.
While Nick is just dropping towards its face. So, Kira, I want you to, on his behalf, roll act under pressure. Please, miss.
Don't you dare, Johnny. No, it's all good. It's a 10. Nick's cool.
I want to make this harder so bad. So, all right, Nick is going to land on this thing's head. And I think it's going to, I think he, has his legs wedged on its neck. And is, gripping probably its fucking ear. And it, takes him a couple of tries, and he's, kind of goes in and, waits for this thing to snap. And then goes in and waits for it to snap. And then reaches in, and the thing, it's not like a grill, it's beyond his teeth. It's wedged underneath its tongue.
Oh, buddy.
And he yanks it out. And the thing screams and snaps and whips. And I'm going to need you to roll act under pressure for Nick one more time.
Okay.
Can Casey be at the window?
You can be at the window, sure. Doing what?
Just watching and just, I guess, being ready in case someone falls.
That's an 8.
So, I'm afraid because he's an NPC, I'm going to be making the difficult decision on his behalf. And that is that, he's kind of losing his balance. the charm kind of gets loose, and he knows that if he doesn't grab it and hang on to it, the thing will get it back and put it back in its mouth. So he jumps to catch it and goes over the edge.
Kira dives after him.
Roll act under pressure.
That's an 11.
So you dive after him, and I think that's going to catapult Kira and Nick into the office.
Oh, okay. Woo! That's scary.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Casey will rush to them like,
Whew.
are you okay?
Just went just a plan, right, Nick?
Absolutely. Totally meant to do. He was looking at his mom and then looking at the floor. All of that.
And then Casey's like crouched down like next to Nick and Kira on the floor like, are you okay? Nice job out there.
Charm, Nick?
Charm.
Kira's gonna cut this.
Does Nick say anything to Casey?
What would Nick say to Casey?
I don't know. Maybe she's asking, are you okay?
No, not great. Yeah, so it's like a small piece of coral with a thread around it.
Kira is gonna like take some fucking scissors from the desk and
Yep, more readily there's an exquisite letter opener, gilded bone handle.
of course. Yeah, she's gonna fucking cut this thing.
Okay. You'll hear like a scream from above you that turns like young, kind of. It turns into more like a cry.
Huh.
And then there's just this cascade of water outside the window.
Well, that was fun. Oof.
We don't know if like the other elementals like taken care of, right?
You don't know.
We haven't been talking with Mark and Theo since it all started.
I think Casey's gonna turn to like Kira, like we need to make sure Mark and Theo and Anna, like the other one, hasn't been dealt with.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were saying Anna was the other one.
No,
We need to talk to Mark and Theo and the other one.
elemental.
Yeah, let's go. Anna was down by the front entrance, so they're probably down there.
Do you like want to fly back down there and check it out, or
Yeah, I can go check it out. Do you need any help up here?
not? No, I mean if just as long as those elementals are taken care of, call me when you find out.
All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Nice job.
Yeah, you too. I think Kira would look to Jamie. Want to come with?
Roll manipulate someone
8.
because you can fly.
Yep.
She can fly, Nick, with wings that she has.
Yep. We all for finding out all sorts of cool things about each other today.
Sure.
Do you have something against that?
Later, not now. We're not Nick. Casey, we are
Kind of
right in the
kind
middle
of in the
of this.
middle. In the middle of.
Kara, you can leave him with me. It's fine.
Okay.
No, Jamie will go down with you, Kira.
Okay.
A mixed success on manipulate someone just means it's kind of goes shitty.
Yeah. And Kira's just like mumbling to herself, like, I mean, it's not like I didn't just like fucking kill that, save everybody, like, like God. Yeah. So she'll fly down and check on the rest of the group and see how they're doing.
Meanwhile, Nick will go over to I think there's a pretty sizable like armoire, and he'll like pull open one of the doors and then knock it off and set it on the floor and stand on it and then go levantes, and then it'll like poof up into the air. So he's riding it like a surfboard, and he reaches out a hand to Casey and he's like, do you want to go down too?
Not yet. Can you wait to do that? Tessa's in the panic room. I need to like get them out. I appreciate it though. That's pretty helpful.
Yeah, I just thought that that's where sure, yes, you're Tessa. Okay, what do you want to do?
Well, as soon as I hear from Kira that the coast is clear, they're gonna open the door, I guess, hopefully.
Okay.
I need to make sure that she's safe. And we're supposed to talk to this guy, Jeremy Stroud.
Okay. Mark. You can see Kira coming down to join you. I think you have. I think I didn't tell you what it was. You have like it's a pretty like a fist-sized opal on this earring that has a red thread around it. That I assume you probably have cut already with your razor sharp flame fingers.
Pling. Yep. Is Theo unconscious?
Yeah, I was going to say.
And unstable.
Yeah, Anna would go over to, after she like knocks out Vanya, I think she would try to like restrain her somehow. See if she can find some sort of rope or something maybe.
Roll act under pressure.
Yeah, I probably would have went over to Theo and tried to like get her awake. Can I do anything magically to heal one harm?
You can use you can always use magic to heal one harm.
Okay. I'll do that so she's over the... Are you one under, or are you...
Yeah. Unless Johnny's added more, but yes.
Not yet.
8.
13.
Damn
Nice.
fun. All right, so you have healed one harm, Theo.
You're alive.
How does, what does Mark do?
Mark?
Yeah, you shouldn't take bats to the head like that. It's not good for you.
You just say that? And that's how Theo gets unconscious?
Honestly, it tracks with Mark Clayton. He just like wills things to happen, and he's just willing Theo to get better.
Can I make a suggestion? And Johnny and John can disagree. So I'm imagining like Theo's like knocked unconscious on the ground, and I think that like Mark runs over to her and like kind of like picks her up. Like, he's on the ground, like, has her head, like, in her lap or whatever. And, like, trying to figure out what to do. And, like, his hands, like, turn warm with, like, healing magic. And, like, Mark says this thing. And I think, like, just the contrast between the cold water and snow with, like, the heat, like, rouses Theo. She kind of, like, wakes up and, like, what?
Rouses, not arouses. Bonk.
Okay,
Horny jail.
I was like, wait, what?
I'm also hearing like Theo wakes up and goes, "What?" And Mark goes, "I said you shouldn't get hit in the head with
100%.
Like Theo like feels her head and I feel like there's just like a huge painful like bump. What happened?
You got hit in the head with a ice bat.
From what? We're dealing with an earth elemental.
Her name's Vanya, Anna says. Did she find rope or something to restrain her?
or something."
Yeah, who's this Vanya? Or
Well, does
Anna.
Kira land around this time?
Probably.
I would have said that to Anna though.
Yep.
Yeah. She's a girl from our past. She was with Divinity's Shadow.
Why is she here now?
That's a good question. I'm not so sure. But she's the one controlling these archfiends. And what did she said, Johnny? Like right before she had passed out, it's not going to stop them or something like that?
Yeah.
She seems to think that it's not going to stop. So we might want to ask her some questions. And then I think Kira lands, kind of rushes over to see what's going on.
Theo, can you stand?
I think I might need a minute, but is what about the elemental?
The elemental's still trapped, I think.
Yes.
And Kira's like, holy shit. And like she like tries to probably like attack it or like do something with it. And then she's like, oh, nope, it's like contained.
Anna, can Theo like I guess read a bad situation? I'm just wondering, one, if Anna can dispel the ward, will the earth elemental just leave?
That's what the others did when it wasn't attached to anything anymore. Johnny had kind of described it as they were just like necessary. They were like necessary forces of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if it's just gonna leave, if it's free. Is Theo able to dispel Anna's ward?
I definitely think Theo could dispel Anna's ward.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dispel it. 13 advanced move.
Okay.
And like I feel like honestly like Theo's like I don't know if Mark's just like okay bye or if he's staying there, but like Theo's gonna stay on the ground I think just kind of weakly like with one like hand like.
No, I think I would have like tried to prop you up and like help you get up.
Well, Theo's not gonna get up, like she's gonna need a minute. Like I think she's gonna stay on the ground a little bit longer because she still has 3 harm.
No, I think Mark will stay.
Okay. I think like Theo will kind of like lean on Mark a little bit so that she can use one of her hands at least to say a word in like Greek. I think like leave in Greek, and just kind of like push some magical air at the ward and dispel it.
Kira comes rushing over and kind of checks out what's going on. You guys okay?
More or less.
And then I think she looks down like this alleyway that I'm sure Anna is down with the passed out Vanya.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you guys see Kira's face just goes white.
I don't know about this, Donovan.
Have faith, my blade. The Creator is never wrong. Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Sparanoff. We're here for Vanya. You can't just take her. She's my daughter.
You never had a daughter.
I never had a daughter.
Kira, what's up?
Theo, I'm going to need you to roll manipulate someone to get an answer to that question.
7.
Kira's gonna be very evasive, and she'll just say, somebody from my past. It's fine.
We're Casey, Nick, are they okay?
Yeah, they are upstairs dealing, just making sure Tess is safe, talking with Jeremy. We had another one that we dealt with. I think they're all gone.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
He's gonna like, okay, good. And I think Theo's gonna like...
Someone from your past. She's a child. Jamie's going to take a few steps towards
Oh yeah,
Vanya.
she's here.
Kira's gonna be like, yeah, where did I grow up again?
That's a bit of an open question. She's going to walk up to Vanya and
Kira's gonna lock in step with her.
Oh, ow, ow. Ah, can I get some help?
I was like,
Jimmy's attention. Like, help.
Theo, roll manipulate someone.
11.
Okay. Jamie will stop. Now what?
Kira's gonna rush over to Anna and Vanya. And I think she's like, looks at Anna and she's like, how is she here? Anna shrugs and she's like, I don't know. I figured you probably didn't want me to kill her, so, what do you want to do with her? And Kira will be like, I take her somewhere safe for now. She probably knows a lot about what's going on. What did Anna find to like restrain her? Just like rope?
I think she used her own jacket.
Her jacket? Okay. I want to find something more durable.
Okay.
And probably like go to my car if I need to and find like some Kira camps. She's probably got like some fucking rope or something for like
Kira camps.
She does. She likes camping. Find like a rope for like a canoe or something.
Sure.
And we'll wrap up Vanya's hands and I think bring her to her car. But I know that there's other things going on, so I don't know if Jamie's gonna say anything or whatever.
Hopefully Theo can distract Jamie with like some fake tears and just like it hurts and like, is it bleeding? Like is my like skull like cracked open?
The other thing that's also going to distract Jamie is this like enormous spiked monster that is well and truly like not melting, because that's not exactly what's happening, but like bonding with the road, like just sinking down,
Fusing with it, kind of.
yeah, becoming part of it, maybe again.
Sweet. Well, then Kira will ask for Anna's help and say, can you help me bring her to the car?
Casey's definitely like pacing upstairs. I think muttering to herself, something probably happened. Like the elemental is probably still going. She said that she'd call me.
I think as soon as she does get to the car, Kira will text Casey and say, the other one's gone. And then I think I want Kira to call Tommy.
Would you, real quick, for reasons that will become obvious, roll act under pressure on his behalf?
That's a 12 advance move.
Okay, sure is.
My man is so cool.
Okay, so you call him up.
Hey, how's it going where you are?
So far, pretty normal.
Okay. Anything that you've noticed out of the ordinary? Any like points of entry? What can you give me?
Roll investigate a mystery.
Jesus Christ, I'm rolling really well. 14 advanced move.
Okay.
Well, there's way more security here than for some kind of marketing firm. I count 2 at the desk, 2 in the exterior, and 4 inside. But there's a couple of ways in. You got your front door, obviously. You got your rear door for deliveries. Then there's kind of a maintenance hatch off the back door. Doesn't seem as well patrolled.
Now ask 2 questions.
Okay, as far as questions, points of interest in the building, where would be like the best place to find information? Does it seem like there's a point of interest that is like maybe being monitored really heavily or well guarded? I don't.
There are people who come in that kind of go in and out. And then there's kind of another class of people that arrive with armed guards. I've seen 2 of them since I've been here. Yeah, one was kind of a silver fox. I assume that's our Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was just some kid.
She looked like she's about 17 years old, have like, I don't know what you think Vanya looks like, but I assume like brown hair. Does it look like Vanya if I describe Vanya?
Yeah, but a boy.
Oh. Do I know who he's talking about?
Nope.
Huh. Okay.
Can I ask, did Nathaniel and this boy arrive together or separately?
Separately.
And he looks like he was like about 17 also. Just like Vanya, but a guy?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, okay. What would be another good question? Ooh, what about, is there some place that looks like they're trying to conceal something? There's a question on Investigate a Mystery on what's being concealed here, so I probably wouldn't know what it is, but maybe like where they are concealing something. Would I know that?
I think because this place has one of those mostly glass exteriors, in between watching the doors open and close, Tommy can tell there's a pretty sizable square that seems more or less unaccounted for. Like in the center of this place, there's an interior wall that there's definitely some sort of room inside.
Okay, well then I think with that, Kira will be like, perfect. I think we'll probably come check that out here in a little bit. Can Kira look around? Is Jamie anywhere close? Like, can she hear me?
Theo's trying to distract Jamie as much as possible.
She's probably not paying attention to you, Kira.
Yeah, well, I would have my back to her so that she couldn't, like, listen to what I'm saying. I think Kira would be like, your mom doesn't know?
Doesn't like oh. No, that's never really been the right time?
Well, I think she's a little suspicious, just a heads up. There was a not so convincing lie about you riding away on Donovan's motorcycle.
Donovan has a motorcycle?
No! He doesn't. You see how thin this lie is.
Oh. Did she buy it?
I don't know. I think she's a little suspicious, but I think she bought it for now.
A little suspicious is Jamie Sparks' default setting.
What does that mean? Why haven't you told your mom?
Well, I haven't seen her for 5, 7 years?
I mean, how long have you been a werewolf, Tommy?
Point taken. You know what it is we do.
I do.
I'm one of the monsters we hunt. It's a tough subject to broach.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, she knows I have wings.
Weirdly, that does make me feel a little better.
She seems a little weirded out, but hey, she's not pointing a gun at my face, so there's that.
You turn around, she's pointing a gun at your face.
Obviously, if you want to tell your mom, that's your decision, but I'm here for you if you want to tell her. Whatever you decide to tell her.
Thanks. I'll come regroup with you guys.
One more thing. There's a girl here. Kind of sounds like that boy that you saw. She's from my past, Tommy, and I don't know what to do with her, but I want to help her. She's only 17.
I'll make some calls.
Okay. You're coming here, though?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
Casey, what are you doing?
I want to go back up to the panic room door.
Okay.
And I'm going to knock to the rhythm of I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
Oh my god.
You'd have to knock so fast.
I mean, whatever. Casey does it all the time with her band, so.
She's just rocking out on that door.
There's a moment, and then the door slides open, and Tessa's standing there, and she's like, "Are you kidding me?"
What? If I just knocked regularly, would you have known that it was for sure me? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Nightmares, you're just a weirdo. This song's like 30 years old.
And it's still good.
And you take in the rest of the panic room, and she's flanked by Jeremy Stroud, who looks tired, and then also looking quite tired. His hair is cut very short.
God,
he actually looks like he's lost quite a bit of weight since you've seen him last. And he has a deep scar on his face. His faces.
Should have fucking known.
And he's going to hold out his hand towards you and then look at Jeremy Stroud and be like, "What did I tell you?"
What did you tell him?
That you've helped my family before. And now you've saved my life.
So, Faces, you got me here. What's the deal?
You're my leverage, Davis. You were my way into him. And, says Jeremy Stroud, I have offered to extend my significant security detail to your friends Sigma and Ms. Jones. Your skills and friends are very interesting to me, Miss Davis. Sigma tells me that was you at my family's former property.
Yeah.
He tells me it was you who closed the infinite hallway.
I mean, it was my friends who closed it, but yeah.
Very interesting. And if my erstwhile distant cousin has you and your friends in your crosshairs, then I suppose it's incumbent on me to put them in mine.
So what are you going to do?
For now, he looks at Tessa. Find a place for her where she won't be tracked or threatened. See about finding out how your, what did you call it, elementary mantis found her in the first place?
Elementamancer, you mean?
Sure, fine.
So what are you going to do? Just make her disappear?
Plan A is that won't be necessary. I think Faces will speak up and be like, we'd been running for a long time with nobody finding us. That girl found a back door.
What girl?
The one who sent the fiends after you. After us. Part of running means not having anything that belongs to you. But they found something.
So what did she find?
I think Tessa will speak up and be like, I think she found my fucking parents.
Does she have your parents?
Well, not if your friends have her.
I guess I don't really know, but...
It's immaterial, says Jeremy. Now that we have her and we know the source of the scrying, we can set up wards and countermeasures. I hope you know, Miss Davis, that I don't do favors like this for just anyone. This makes us even.
I didn't think that I...
Faces will kind of stand in between you and Mr. Stroud and be like, she didn't think that she was doing anything other than her job. But clearly, she's done you quite a service, Mr. Stroud.
Yeah. Consider me out of your hair.
Well, I would prefer that not be the nature of our relationship, Miss Davis. Your skills and your friends are, as I said, quite interesting. I may have work for you.
I don't know if we're looking for work.
That's a shame.
But I'm just one of them. And I've got a job. So what now?
Well, now my security detail will work with your Miss Jones and Mr. Sigma and see them return to safety. After which point, I don't really care what you do with them.
Maybe overstepping my boundaries, but she's family to you.
I think you are overstepping your boundaries, Ms. Davis.
My apologies. As long as you promise and keep your word to keep her safe, then we are squared away.
Well and truly. We'll call you in a day or so for now, you should probably get clear of here so you don't have to answer any unfortunate questions.
Happy to have saved your life, Mr. Stroud.
The pleasure, I'm sure, was all yours.
What is Tessa and Sigma doing? Like, are they staying?
The understanding that you guys are kind of working with is that her and the Vanya and maybe only Vanya got some kind of physical talisman on her. And then knowing the category of magic that they were using to track her, Stroud and his people can counteract it. So they're going to put up whatever countermeasures and wards they can on Sigma and Tessa. And then they'll be able to do whatever they please. What was happening inside that panic room while you guys were out there fighting, this was Sigma making a deal. Basically saying that Casey Davis out there is the Casey Davis who, with her friends, stopped your great-great-great-grandfather Ezekiel from running amok, enemy of my enemy, etc., etc. So they'll need to be sequestered for a day or so, but then they may or may not get back in touch with you.
I assume we can take the elevator back down. This is Casey talking, I think, to Jeremy.
That might be most comfortable. I think he'll survey his office and be like, I suppose it would be foolish to try to send you a bill for my damages.
Consider it paid with your life. We did save you after all.
From certain death, or worse.
Nick, we have our friends waiting. Like Casey, kind of locks eyes with Tessa.
I think Tessa says, I'll call you. And I think Sigma says, don't promise that.
I want Casey to say something, but I don't know what. I think Casey's gonna she might glare at Sigma, but we'll look to Tessa and just say, my phone will always be on. And leave with Nick. And I think that she's trying really, really hard to keep it together.
We'll act under pressure.
9.
Nick can tell, but Tessa can't. You get in the elevator, start going down. And I think that's going to be enough for Nick to go. So that's the girl, huh?
Yeah, that was the girl.
Well, you saved her.
Yeah.
It's not enough, though, is it? And he's kind of looking away.
I don't know. It's kind of like a wound had healed and scabbed over and scarred, and then as soon as she came back, it was just ripped right open. It's kind of like you forgot it was there, and it just became a daily thing. You're like, oh yeah, that's a scar, whatever. But now it just hurts twice as much. And I know I'll be fine, but it fucking hurts.
That's the thing about scars. They look badass, but all they are is pain.
I still want to grab those drinks with you.
Sure thing. First one's on me.
Thanks. And thank you, Nick. I'm so sorry for yelling at you back there. I think that I don't think Casey would be comfortable to give him a hug, but I feel she does a shoulder bump.
I think he'll take a moment to kind of register it and then be like, and then punch you on the shoulder.
Your mom, huh?
It's a hell of a thing.
You okay?
I'm adjusting.
She gonna be around for a while?
Honestly, unclear. She kind of popped up out of the blue, which is not... I mean, we've been looking for years. Can I say something kind of weird?
Yeah?
I don't trust it.
Don't. The life that we live? Weird shit like that happens all the time. Should be suspicious.
Yeah, but it's never good. I don't know. It's stupid.
It's
I'm just
not.
an old pessimist.
You're being responsible. Let me know if I can help. She doesn't know me. I don't care if she hates me.
All right. So, Ezekiel Stroud, huh? Cut to.
As soon as like Casey comes out of the building, I want Anna actually to go talk to Casey.
Okay. Casey, you come walking out of the building, and Anna comes stomping up to you.
Is Tessa safe?
Yeah,
Where is she?
she's safe. She'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
How are you? Are you okay?
No, don't do that.
What?
You know. Deflecting. Where's Tessa? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's gonna be protected by Jeremy Stroud and Sigma. They're gonna be putting wards and security on her and Sigma, and she'll be fine. She'll be safe.
Can Anna register the Casey's like about to cry?
I want the both of you to roll manipulate someone.
Okay.
9.
I rolled a 12. I rolled double sixes.
I think that Anna recognizes this like shut off look.
Anna has a practice doing that herself.
So, Casey, if you tell her what's really going on, you'll mark experience.
She's gonna be fine. She's gonna maybe call.
Maybe. Casey, don't tell me that you haven't done everything in your power to make sure that she's going to call you.
She's gonna be safe, and that's kind of all that matters.
Is that so? Let me ask you a couple questions, Casey.
I like the idea that like Casey tries to like walk away and Anna just follows her, like
Yeah.
follows Casey to her van.
Yeah. It took precisely 1 day for Tessa Jones to die?
Technically, she never died.
Point being, she was out like a light, like that. Now she's back. How many days have you spent ever since she died wishing you had just one more day with her? And don't lie.
You know the answer is 12 years.
Yeah, and if I was smart like Kira, I probably would know the exact amount of days, but I'm not. So, it's a lot of days.
Aw, Anna is canonically dumb.
What she wants is more important.
What does she want? Because I witnessed when she saw you after 12 years, the first thing she did was fucking kiss you on the mouth, Casey. All I'm saying is that if there's even a shred of doubt that you have right now that she's not going to call you at the end of this whatever hiatus she's taking, then you need to fucking go after her and make sure that she's going to call you.
What, I should go back up there?
Yeah.
Go storm it?
Yep.
She made the decision to leave before. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I fought to have her stay. Why should I fight again?
Because then you won't have to wonder for the rest of your days what would have happened if you would have just opened your mouth and said what you feel.
She'd be safer with them. They're a whole security detail. I'm just one person.
I'm not saying she doesn't go do this thing. I'm just saying make sure she fucking reaches out to you when this thing is done.
What if she says no, Anna?
Then you know that you tried everything that you could, and you won't have any regrets. And if she says no, we can go get some drinks and have a fucking girls' night. That's what people do, apparently. I don't know. Kira's had a couple. I haven't. It'd be kind of fun.
So you think I should go back up there?
Yes.
What do I say? Oh, sorry, I forgot my gun.
No. You tell her what you feel, and you make sure that she's gonna contact you when this is over. Tell her how much over the last 12 years you missed her smile. Tell her how much you missed her quality of nightmares. All those things that she used to say to you.
Well, Casey, what do you do?
I guess Casey will head back towards the lobby.
I have two competing interests here, and one is that I have something that I really want to do.
Uh-huh.
But the other is that I have 9 points to use against Casey Davis.
No!
I've also, every time I've rolled, I've stared at the number. I'm like, is he going to use it now? Like, what's worse is like, is he using it now? Or like the waiting is the worst.
You go back into the lobby. You go back to the elevators, I presume. You take them all the way up. And you're back in the sort of ruined hallway towards the ruined office of Jeremy St. John Stroud. I think at this point there's a number of like uniformed building security types cordoning off the area. Like literally in the process of like taping up some temporary barriers over the broken out window. Yeah, there's a couple of people more or less interviewing Tessa, I think is what it appears.
I guess I would like to, if there's an opportune moment, grab and pull Tessa into the panic room and lock us in there.
Relax under pressure.
Do I want to add to it? I'm gonna add 2 to it. God damn it. Fucking God. Okay, whatever.
You roll 2 6s. Oh no.
Holy.
It's 17.
Yep, you walk in, you just grab her, and you shoo the other people aside, and you walk into the panic room, and you slam the door shut, and you can hear, Jeremy on the other side be like, what are you... Thump. You now have some privacy. Casey, what the fuck?
That's not how I wanted to leave things. It's not how I wanted to say goodbye.
We're not saying goodbye.
How do you know you can even call me?
I have your number.
Yeah, and that comment that Sigma said?
He's being cautious.
And who would you listen to first? Me? Or a guy who's been protecting you for 12 years?
That's not fair. What are you doing here?
I don't know. It's not what I usually do. This is not what I wanted to do. But I guess if I don't do this, I'm going to regret it for who knows how long. I've never forgotten about you for the past 12 years. I've thought about us skipping out of classes. I've thought about us holding hands and sitting at the bench, and I've always revisited that bench constantly. Since you left, I've always been afraid that I'm going to be alone. And I thought that I deserve to be alone, and I will always be alone. And I can see you slipping from my hands right now and leaving me alone because you need to be safe. Fuck, that's not what I fucking want.
I'm very sorry to have to do this to you.
Yeah.
But please roll manipulate someone. And please subtract 4.
Oh no.
Well, I love this.
So I rolled a 3.
You sure did.
4. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Casey, we were just kids. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not some stray that you...
No, you're Tessa. I mean, we've both changed. I'm not asking you to, marry me or anything.
Whoa,
but,
okay.
Give us an actual try.
I've survived for 12 years. I'm not made of glass, Casey. What are you... You're here trying to save me? You're here trying to...
I'm asking you to not leave. I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to be the one that I fall in love with, not someone who I can never be with.
Roll manipulate someone. Subtract 3.
Stop it, Johnny!
8.
Oh. Isn't that a hell of a thing? You want to be my girlfriend.
I mean, I wanna be your everything.
Oh.
I know things are complicated. I know things are weird and I'll figure it out. I'll keep you safe. I will always keep you safe. If you find out that I am an utter and complete nightmare, fine, but it would be worse if we just never tried. Stop me if I'm making a fool out of myself and I'm out of my league. I don't know, I just came back up here to make a fool of myself, to say my piece, because I know I might not get another chance.
Okay. I think she's going to take a couple of steps towards you and be looking around the room, well, I'll tell you this much, kid. And she's going to do that thing where she rests a forearm on each of your shoulders and be I am way out of your league. This has been the Monsters Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton.
Lauren Johnson as Anna and Kira Ashwood.
Miah Detjen as Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everybody else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced and engineered by Miah Detjen and edited by Miah Detjen and Lauren Johnson. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and on Web 1.0 at monstersplaybook.com. And come hang out with us on Discord. We're fun. We'll see you next episode where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
What was that middle name?
Sinjin.
What those are words? What are you saying?
It's spelled St. John, but pronounced Sinjin.
Sinjin?
Okay. I'm a Sinjin Stroud.
Sounds like a sound you make on a guitar. Sinjin. You're welcome.
Sinjin, Sinjin, Sinjin. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Sinjin.